I hear my dad's loud mouth downstairs near my grandmother's room, it sounds like. I head back downstairs. My grandmother looks so pleased. My dad and one of my uncles, who happens to be my favorite, are in her room, just talking amongst each other. I walk in the room without making a noise, and my Uncle Ty notices me. "Hey, girl," he says so loudly. My uncle was naturally loud. My whole family, mostly. You can never tell an argument to a regular conversation. "Hi, Uncle Ty." My dad's head turns around when he hears my voice. "Baby, you made it," he says. "Of course I would. I'm not missing Grandma's fried chicken." My dad and my uncle look similar, yet different. You could see the resemblance between them. They're a year apart, so they've been thick as thieves since birth. My dad is just a darker complexion than my uncle and about an inch taller. You could tell they were related around the eyes and the cheekbones. Six actually looks like a younger version of my dad. Not exactly, because he has features of his mother too, but there's no denying that kid belongs to my dad. As my dad is hugging me, in walks my sister Jazz and another brother I have from my dad, Corey. He's named after my dad, even though he's not my dad's firstborn. Corey is 10 years old. I haven't seen them in what seems like forever. I used to spend a lot of weekends with Jazz when we were younger. Jazz and Corey look so similar in appearance. They're both brown skinned. Corey just looks more like our dad's twin than any of us. Jazz looks like the girl version of Corey, but she carried a little of her mom's features. Jazz isn't really a tomboy. She's just more rough. She loves to fight. If there's any beef, Jazz was willing to fight for you just to fight. Jazz's mom was still really close with my grandmother, and her and my dad have this weird on and off relationship. "Jasmine, lovely for you to join us," my dad says with a smirk. That smirk only leads me to believe they're in their on phase again. "Shut up, Corey. You knew I was coming." As she is about to hug my grandmother, she locks eyes with me. "Oh my God. Summer Rayne. It's only been 6 months, but I feel like it's been forever," Jasmine says as she pushes my father out the way. I start laughing and give her a hug. "I know. I feel like I haven't seen y'all in so long." "Better not be no boy involved," my father shouts. "Shut up, Corey. She is gonna get a boyfriend eventually," she says. "Not at no damn 14. He snaps back. My grandmother starts chuckling. "I said that, and then Summer and two others were born when you were 15, she says. The whole room starts laughing. As we are all laughing, the door opens again, and my other sister walks in with her mother. Now, Asia is 11, turning 12 in October. Jazz just turned 13 in May, and I'll be 15 in August. Needless to say, my dad was playing the field. However, Asia's mom and Jazz's mom don't get along, but can be cordial enough. My dad has 3 kids with Jasmine, Jazz, Corey Jr., and Nico. 1 kid with Yvette, that's Asia's mom. 2 kids with Sybil, that's Six's and my older brother Demario's mom. And 1 kid with Jennifer, my older brother Calvin's mom. I don't expect you to remember all that. I barely can. Demario, Calvin, and I were born in the same year. They're a few months older than I am. Demario was born in March, Calvin in July, then me in August. I'm not sure how my grandmother didn't kill my dad, 15, with 3 kids and 3 baby mamas. Crazy. Anyway, Asia, Jazz, and I are excited to see each other. Asia is a real light brown complexion, brown eyes, and light brown hair. You can tell we are related around the eyes and nose. Asia lives on Staten Island, and I don't see her as much as I'd like. I don't really see anyone much anymore now that I think about it. "Hey, y'all," Asia says with a big smile on her face. "Hey, sissy," I reply with the same happy tone. "Hi, sis," Jazz says with a warm smile. "Summer Rayne?" says Yvette. Hi, I reply back in an excited tone. Where have you been? You haven't visited in months. I've been at my best friend's house like every weekend lately. Okay. Better not be no boy involved, says my dad from across the room. Leave her alone, says Yvette and Jasmine at the same time. They both roll their eyes almost simultaneously. I couldn't help but chuckle. They both shoot me a look which makes me quickly stop laughing. Come on, Jazz and Asia, I say. We all leave the room and go back upstairs with the cousins and Six. As we get closer to the room, we hear more arguing, of course. That's why your mother has no hair, Maya says to another cousin of ours. Your mother is ugly, he replies back. You're both stupid. You have the same mother, Jazz says, and we all start laughing. Jazz mushes Six. What's up, Six? Still soft? Oh my God, says Asia and starts laughing. Leave him, Jazz, I say. He's gotta toughen up, she replies. Six looks uncomfortable, like he'd rather go home. Did you get to play? I ask him. He shakes his head no. As I'm about to say something to Maya, Jazz asks what happened. I tell her Maya won't let Six play the game. It's okay, really. I have the same game at home, Six says to us. Let my brother play the game, Maya. She grabs the game controller out of Maya's hand. She hands Six the controller. Maya gets up and pushes Jazz. Jazz pushes Maya back, and now they're fighting. Our cousin started creating more noise than there was before. My dad comes in and breaks up the fight. Since Jazz was fighting, he just separated everyone and sent all his kids to the downstairs living room until the food was done. Jazz, you just can't fight all the time, my dad says. I don't, Pop. Sometimes I'm asleep. We all start laughing so hard. Even my dad had to laugh. That's definitely your child, Corey, my grandmother says, chuckling. Tell me about it, Ma. He's still chuckling. Can I use the phone, Grandma? Jazz asks. Sure, baby. Jazz picks up the phone and dials the number. Hi, may I speak to Jamal? She says into the receiver. My grandmother looks shocked, and my dad looks like he's trying to hold his composure. Hey, Jamal. She walks out of the room to continue her conversation. I try to sway the awkward silence in the room, and I start talking to Asia about school. I like school, I guess. The teachers just never say my name properly, she says. Just tell them the right way to say it. I do, but it's still annoying. Asia, not Aja, she replies, and we start laughing. You're unique, honey, says my dad, still looking annoyed. Food is ready, I hear my Aunt Sasha say. Everyone starts to gather toward the kitchen. Jazz comes back to the kitchen and she smirks at Asia and me. I thought about trying to call Tavior, but I realized it's smarter to call Claudia. I might just leave it and call tomorrow when I go home. My dad looks at the three of us again, but he doesn't say anything to Jazz yet. We all make our plates and go sit in the living room. Who's Jamal? Asia asked Jazz. My boyfriend. Who has a boyfriend? My Uncle Ty asks as he overhears. Everyone knows my Uncle Ty and my dad aren't the two you want to play with. If anyone is in any trouble or has any problems in the family, they call either my dad or my Uncle Ty. I do, says Jazz with a less than fearful tone. Don't get anyone fucked up, Jazz, he says. Who else has a boyfriend? Summer? Asia? You too damn young, so I'm not even entertaining it, my dad interrupts. Huh? No, I reply. I'm not even adding myself to this mix, and Tavior hasn't been my boyfriend long. Good, I don't feel like breaking too many kneecaps. I didn't laugh. I didn't want to be obvious or defensive, so I'll just stay quiet. Hurry up and eat, nigga, we gotta make a run, my Uncle Ty says to my dad. Can I eat my chicken? The adults all start laughing. My uncle lets out an aggravated sigh. Can I sit with my daughters real quick? My father follows up with, okay, I'll be back. My uncle says, kisses my grandmother and leaves. Besides, I want to know who Jamal is, my dad says with a smile that looks more constipated than pleased. My boyfriend, Jazz replies and shrugs. Are you having sex, honey? Nope. Please tell me before you ever decide to have sex, okay? All of you. I feel like you're all too young for that, but I'd rather you be safe than sorry. Like 3 kids at 15? I question. We all start laughing. I'm not sorry you're all here, pink smartass. Just made things rough at 15. I got you, Pops, Jazz replies. For the rest of the night, we were all just chilling, watching TV and talking. I enjoyed my family time.